Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Trishita Reads. If you are new here, I am Trishita. In this channel, I share book related content where I do fun reading challenges and share my thoughts while reading the books. We have finally come to the best part of the month, and that is I will be selecting my TBR for the month of August. Let's start with the video. I have decided that in the month of August, I want to read 10 books because 15 books becomes a bit overwhelming for me. I want to keep a small space in the month of August for my mood reads, so I will be selecting 10. From the title, you already have an idea of how I will be selecting my TBR this month. This is my cute DIY TBR jar because the last TBR jar or glass, whatever you can say, is broken by my very calm and very obedient pet. So I did recycle this tea container and made it to my TBR jar. It is already filled with a lot of prompts that I found on the internet. By lot, I mean around 40 to 50 prompts. So I hope that all the books that are behind me will be able to fill up all the prompts that are present in the jar. And if not, I will be simply skipping that prompt from the jar because I don't want to stress my mind. I still have not finished two books from my July TBR. It is 23rd of July and I am very hopeful that I will be finishing all the books from my July TBR, and if not, then I will forward it to my August TBR, which I don't want to. I have started reading When the Moon Hatched, and I am this far into the story. Page number 156, and I am also hopeful of finishing this book by the end of July, but I'm a bit doubtful when it comes to As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. First, it is a thick book, and second, I did like reading the first two books in the trilogy, but my mind is still not ready for the third book. Let's see. If I finish this book, I know that my mind will crave for a good thriller, and then I will pick this book up. Let's again not get distracted and start picking up the prompts. This has such a beautiful smell of cardamom because after the tea was finished, my mom was storing cardamom in this because in every Indian middle class household, we reuse each and every possible container, and that's a good sign, I guess. We do reuse, we do recycle, but this smells heavenly. These are all the prompts that are present in the TBR jar. Let me shuffle it and pick a prompt. So, the first prompt. Can you see? This is the first time I'm doing this. Please ignore if I make any mistakes, okay? Please let me know in the comments down below how I can improve the camera angle and everything because I don't know whether you guys are able to see this or not. But let's pick the first prompt chit. Okay. The first prompt chit is start the longest series in your TBR. Here it is. And the longest series in my TBR is, I guess, I can only see one, A Coat of Thorns and Roses. So the blurb of the book says, Feyre is a huntress. The skin of a wolf would bring enough gold to feed her sisters for a month. But the life of a magical creature comes to a steep price, and Feyre has just killed the wrong wolf. Taken prisoner by a high Fae lord, Feyre learns that her masked captor is hiding even more than his piercing gaze suggests. But as Feyre's feelings for Tamlin begins to burn through every warning she heard from about his kind, a shadow is falling across the land, and if Feyre cannot fight it, she will lose everything. This has romance in it. Obviously, this has romance in it. I knew that it is enemies to lovers, but I was planning to read this book for a long time, and I am finally picking it up in the month of August because it has started raining here in Kolkata. And during this part of the year, I do crave for fantasy, horror, and thrillers more, so it's a plus point. Yay! Now, let's move on to the next prompt. Here's the jar, and which one will I pick? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. The second prompt is a mystery or a thriller. Yay! This TBR jar is doing good to me. Let me see what are the options that I have in my TBR. There are a lot of thrillers in my TBR shelf, but for now, these are the 4 books that I am currently interested in. The first book is A Dog Island by Philip Crodell. The second book is Trouble Girls by Julia Lynn Rubin. The third book is The American Boyfriend. And the fourth book is My Husband's Wife by Jane Corey. Let me decide which one I want to read, and I'll get back to you with. I have decided to go with Dog Island by Philip Claudel. So the book is about nestled in an overlooked part of the Mediterranean. Dog Island is home to a quiet and untouched community that has long lived off its fishing, its grapevines, and its olive trees, far away from the turmoil of its neighbors. But when the bodies of three unidentified men wash up on the beach, the witnesses are faced with an impossible decision: report the discovery and open up the island to grisly inquiries, or conceal the terrible truth. Resolving to preserve their way of life, the mayor and a small group of conspirators decide on a cover up. But after they dispose the evidence, their act of deception continues to haunt them, bringing waves of suspicion and misfortune to the island. A detective arrives from the mainland, making their secret even harder to keep, threatening to destroy the very community they tried so hard to protect. With the blend of suspense, keen observation, and wit that has made Philip Claudel's books international bestsellers, Dog Island challenges our deepest assumptions about ourselves and offers a fierce and tragic fable for our times. It has been a long time that I have read a island mystery, or a mystery that is somehow related to an island. Not gonna lie, this sounds really very interesting. Coming to the third prompt. Okay. Here we go. A book with a pretty cover. Okay, I have a lot of books with pretty covers. Which one should I choose? I'll be right back with the options. I have chosen 4 books, and here they are. The first book is The Whisper Wicks by Jordan Lees. The second book is pretty famous. It's The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Are you ready for the cover of the third book? It is Mad Sisters of Essie by Tashan Mehta. How gorgeous this book's cover is. Look at how beautiful the whale is also. Here the details are so beautiful and intricate. It's a beautiful cover. Also, look at the back of this book. I mean, art. And at last, we have a very cute romance novel, and that is Charlie, Love and Clichés by Ella Mays. My eye is on Mad Sisters of Essie by Tashan Mehta, and I got this book as a PR package from HarperCollins India. So thank you so much, HarperCollins India, for this very beautiful book. I will finally be reading it, and let's see what the story of this book is about. Mayung and Lale are keepers of the Vale of Babel. They roam within the cosmic chambers, speak folktales of themselves, and pray to an enigmatic figure they know only as Great Visa. Visa. I will call it Visa, okay? To Lale, this is everything, but for Muang, it is not enough. When Muang flees the Vale, she stumbles into a new universe where shape-shifting islands and ancient maps hold sway. There, she sets off on an adventure that is both tragic and transformative for her and Lale. For at the heart of her quest lies a mystery that has confounded scholars for generations: the truth about the Mad Sisters of Essie. Fables, dreams, and myths come together in the masterful work of fantasy by acclaimed author Tashan Mehta, sweeping across 3 landscapes and featuring a museum of collective memory and a festival of madness. At its core, it asks, is the devastating chaos of the world, where all is in a flux and the truth ever changing, what will you choose to hold on to? Wow! This book is going to be deep. I thought that this book was a cute children's fiction, but the plot seems to be really interesting. Shape-shifting islands. I mean, I am already intrigued. Sign me up. I have turned on the light and the fan because it is very hot. So if you hear any kind of background noises, I am really sorry. But let's move on to the next prompt. Okay. The 4th prompt, I guess. Yes, it is the 4th prompt. And it is a book that reminds you of your favorite season. Here is the prompt. And I know exactly what book to pick. For me, winter is my favorite season, and when I think of winters, it is a thriller. I have decided to read The American Boyfriend, and the story of the book is sunsets, tacos, and margaritas sound perfect to exhausted single mom Phoebe with a dead-end job in Southwark. When her long-distance boyfriend in New York invites her to meet him in Florida, she couldn't wait to jump on a plane with her daughter. Robbed on her first night, Phoebe is now trapped in a messy murder case, and her boyfriend's delayed arrival is suspiciously timed. If this place has turned darker and chiller than London, she wants out. Will she be able to pull herself and her daughter away from danger? The good thing about this book is it is a very thin. I did meet the beautiful author in Jaipur Literature Festival. I loved interacting with her and I am very excited to read this book finally. Coming to the fifth prompt, we have Mood Read! Yay! Mood Read! Okay, for Mood Read, I know which book to pick. I will be picking Icebreaker by Hannah Grace for Mood Read, and I have heard a lot of good things about this beautiful hockey romance novel, and here is the story of the book. Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California at Maple Hills and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as captain is keeping his team on ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with the figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look to Nate to take her shot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she could never like a hockey player, right? I am so excited to read this book finally. This will be my first ever hockey romance, and I am finally so happy to pick this book up. Coming to the sixth prompt, we have a horror novel. I have to check if I have any horror novel as a physical copy. I don't have any physical copy of any horror novel, and that is really disheartening. But I did check Amazon and I will be reading Even in Death by Lilith Roman. It is a romantic ghost novella. It is a Kindle Unlimited book, and here is the story of the book. Death brought me back to my childhood home, my parents' estate, deep in the English countryside. Now I am the owner of it all. Only this house comes with a secret, one I am a part of and unknowingly keeping. Yet this secret has a voice, one coming from a shadow that crawls over your skin while you sleep, brushes over your lips, whispers wicked things in your ears, and brings forth a unnatural depravity. It knows me more than I know myself. It knows all the things I have forgotten. When the shadows come for me, I have no choice but to remember it all, and I want to remember it all. This book seems very interesting, and it is a very short book. Obviously, it is a novella, so it will be a short book. It is only 127 pages, and I am so excited to finally read a horror novel after such a long time. And yeah, I also have squeezed a Kindle Unlimited book in my TBR, which I'm very happy about. Moving on to the seventh prompt. Here we go. The seventh prompt is a book your significant other has picked. Okay, so I asked my boyfriend to pick a few thrillers a few months ago for me, and I will be reading one book from that whole list. I have selected The Perfect Marriage by Jennifer Rose. The story of the book is Sarah Morgan is a successful and powerful defense attorney in Washington, D.C. As a named partner at her firm, life is going exactly how she planned. The same cannot be said for her husband, Adam. He is a struggling writer who has little success in his career, and he tires of his and Sarah's relationship as she is constantly working. Out in the secluded woods at the couple's lake house, Adam engages in a passionate affair with Kelly Summers. But one morning, everything changes. Kelly is found brutally stabbed to death, and now Sarah must take on her hardest case yet, defending her own husband, a man accused of murdering his mistress. The Perfect Marriage is a juicy, twisty, and utterly addictive thriller that will make you turning pages, and you won't see the ending coming. Guaranteed. How does this man know my taste in books? How? What kind of sorcery this guy is doing, I don't understand. But I am so excited to finally pick up a boyfriend recommendation, and I will be reading this book super soon. Coming to the eighth prompt, we have. What do we have? A book you bought because of cover. I buy all of the books because of cover, so this will be a very tough decision for me. Let me check. I will be reading The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and here is the story of the book. 17-year-old Cassie Hobbs is a natural at reading people. Piecing together the tiniest details, she can tell you who you are and what you want. But it's not a skill that she is ever taken seriously. That is, until the FBI comes knocking. That uses exceptional teenagers to crack infamous cold cases, and they need Cassie. What Cassie doesn't realize is that there's more at risk than a few unsolved homicides, especially when she is sent to live with a group of teens whose gifts are as unusual as her own. Soon it becomes clear that no one in the Naturals program is what they seem, and when a new killer strikes, danger looms close. Caught in a lethal game of cat and mouse with a killer, the Naturals are going to have to use all their gifts just to survive. Okay. I did love reading the Inheritance Games series, and I am super excited to finally start this series. Coming to the second last prompt for the month of August, we have again a mood read. Okay. I have decided I want to read an Indian thriller, and the book's name is The Portrait of a Secret by Tarun Maharshi. And here's the story of the book. Senior IAS officer Kamal learns of the theft of two paintings worth rupees 400 crore from an agricultural research center of the Indian government. At nearly the same time, India's chief of intelligence learns of an impending nuclear strike by a terror group from his high-ranking mole in the ISI. Their worlds collide as Kamal races to unravel the theft and recover the paintings, and the intelligence officer comes to realize that the sale of the paintings will fund the terror strike. As they frantically work to prevent the sale, the paintings reveal a secret buried in the history of Indian cinema and the fires of partition, which will forever alter the global geopolitical equations. With everything at stake, Indian intelligence battles the ISI and the CIA for control over the secret and every resource at its disposal until one man decides the fate of the world. Theft of painting, Bollywood suspense, terrorism. What more can I ask from a good thriller? It is time for the final and 10th prompt in my TBR, and here we go. Okay, what will the prompt be? A book with food or animals, or a single tree on the cover? Okay, wait, let me check. I could only find one book that has a small tree in the cover, and that is Charlie, Love and Cliches by Ella Mays. And here is the small tree, if you can see. Let's read the story of the book. Charlie might work at her dad's company, but that doesn't make her life easy. She is the kind of person who always gets extra mile for a client, remembers colleagues' birthdays, and arranges for a cake. And yet, her dad still favors her sister. So, Charlie shouldn't be surprised when her dad brings someone in to manage her and the team. But what does surprise her is that the new boss is her guy. The man who she went out with years ago and could not stop thinking about. Charlie wants to hide under the desk. But then she realizes she doesn't have to, because William doesn't seem to remember her at all. Okay, this sounds like a cute romance story, and I guess it has forced proximity tropes, so I am super excited to read this book. So here are all the books from my TBR, and I am super excited for the month of August because I have some amazing and very interesting books and a variety of tropes to cover, starting from romance to thrillers to horror. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books. Also recommend me your favorite books from the month of July. If you liked watching this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more bookish content. I will see you guys in the next video with a new reading challenge. Till then, bye bye.